Hello, where are you from?
I'm half Palestinian, half German.
Okay, where in Palestine are you from?
I'm from the West Bank,
Where in the West Bank?
Tul Kerem. I don't know if you know that. Next to
Oh, I've
next
heard
to
of it.
Ramallah.
Yeah, okay. So, well, are you in America now?
No, 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 no. I live in Germany for university.
Okay, and what religion are you?
I'm Muslim.
Okay, have you ever been to the West Bank?
Yes, several times.
Have you been to the state of Israel?
No.
Do you have Palestinian citizenship?
Nope.
Okay.
I have the paper for it, but yeah, like we don't really have a passport, so
How do you have the paper and not the passport? I'm confused.
because you can't like there's like a paper, like a 10-year paper that you can enter and go out, which is like a not really like a visa type thing, but it's I guess but it's not the same as a passport. I mean, the Palestinian passport doesn't really do much, which is really upsetting, but yeah.
I've never heard that there's a 10-year paper, but that's different from the passport. That's interesting. So,
No, I mean, I can get in and get out, but not now, obviously, because of everything going on.
why couldn't you get in and get out now? I don't understand.
I like myself, like I think right now it's a very risky time to go in, so of course I wouldn't
A
go
lot
in
of
right now.
people are going right now. I know a lot of Palestinians. But do you never go to the state of Israel? Are you not allowed in the state of Israel because you have
I
that
could go
visa?
if I want to. I could literally travel there, but I don't want to, no.
Why don't you want to go?
Why would I want to go?
Because it's part of your homeland. Why wouldn't you want to go to
No, it's not.
Moscow?
No, it's not.
You don't consider the state of Israel as part of your homeland?
No, definitely not. I think, I mean, I don't want to say anything to get whatever, but obviously I'm Palestinian and I have a different stand than other
No,
people.
but what I'm saying is you don't consider Jerusalem and Tel Aviv and Haifa and Eilat and all those places. You don't consider
For me,
that
that's
part
all
of.
occupied Palestine, in my opinion.
But the West Bank is also, I mean,
I mean,
Israel is occupied,
obviously,
but
and
the West Bank is occupied.
yes, for me, it's all Palestine. Whatever it says on the map, like, for me, it's all
But
occupied Palestine.
what I'm trying to say to you is like the West Bank is under Israeli control. Israel's under what Israeli control.
Yeah, clearly,
Let's
that's why
support
I'm
them.
saying right now, I don't want to go because it is under their control and life there
But
right
you
now is
go
not
to the West
easy.
Bank, which is under Israeli control too.
When I was younger, and it was not easy, and because I'm not gonna obviously speak about like
Well, I just want to
like
say, Jonna, I've been to the West Bank, and I just want to say most of the time people are just living their lives. And I'm not saying
back
honestly,
then, back
Jonna,
then, back
Jonna,
then,
Jonna,
yes,
Jonna,
but
Jonna, Jonna, I'm talking,
the
Jonna, I'm
pa
talking,
I
Jonna,
have
Jonna,
family
Jonna,
there right now.
Jonna,
I
Jonna, I'm talking, Jonna. One second. I'm just talking. Let me just finish.
okay.
I'm gonna let you talk in a second. I just want to say something. Listen, I'm not saying living under an occupation is like peaches and cream, but
It's
listen,
not.
you can even. I'm going to say I saw a TikTok video for a second, as much as I hate to say that. Listen, there are Palestinians who document their lives in the West Bank, and I've been to the West Bank, right?
I've been
Okay,
to.
hold on, Jonna, I'm not done. I'm almost done. Let me finish. But all
Okay.
I'm saying is it's not all crisis, drama, arrests, raids all the time. A lot of the time, people are just living their lives, paying their bills, going to work, going to the candy shop, going to the restaurant. Like, people who avoid trouble a lot of times don't get
Okay, but
trouble.
can I ask you a question?
Jonna, all I'm saying to you is that, like, I understand, like there's settlers that attack villages. I get that. There's raids sometimes. I get that, right? I'm just saying it's a lot less problems in Israel. But all I'm just pointing out to you,
No,
hold
no.
on, I'm just pointing out to you, yes, in Israel it's a lot less problems than there are in the West Bank.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, this,
Yeah.
yes, but
But
I mean, obviously,
let me finish. Please don't interrupt me. All I'm saying to you is like a lot of times it's not crisis. People are just, I'll give you an example, right? I fell in love with this candy store. I've never been there, but I've been watching their TikTok videos because they sell the Arab version of Bisley, and my Israeli friend who speaks a little Arabic He speaks actually a lot of Arabic. Actually, translated, it's actually called misli. But I was asking my Palestinian friend about it. She says it tastes just like the Israeli misli. But the fun fact is there's this candy store in Nablus that sells this stuff. And I was watching their TikTok videos, and this candy store is really amazing. Like, it's beautiful. Like, it literally looks like an amusement park. But this guy is like happy-go-lucky all day at his candy store selling candy. He's got like the Dubai chocolate. He's got like the misli. I mean, honestly, if you saw this guy, you would think that everything was like 100% copacetic in Nablus. Besides the fact that like it's a shit show there sometimes. Like, honestly, like, life is sometimes normal there, you know? Like, it's a
Yes, I
fact.
agree. Obviously, it is sometimes normal. I mean, people have to move on with their lives. There are people that are born there, they don't know how it is, but you cannot say that Palestinian people have the privilege. For example, me, I I'm grateful that I'm privileged and I live, for example, in Germany right now. Obviously, comparing to a lot of people, I have a good life, but I obviously as well know how what they're going through. I have family living there. I have family.
Would you rather live in the West Bank or would you rather live in Germany?
I would right now not rather like I'd love to leave Germany because of their politics, but I mean obviously life in Germany is way easier, so I would rather live in Germany right now.
So you
Yes.
would rather live in your homeland than live in Germany?
Because it's not because it's an occupied land, and it's honestly speaking right now, do Palestinian people have the same privilege as other people? No. Right now they don't. People
But
are
for me, like, honestly, as someone who's
like
Jewish,
what's happening in Gaza right now. I'm so sorry, but what's happening in Gaza right now? Like, okay, it's been going on for 2 years. Still people are dying. Still like there's still I'm
I'm
sorry.
alive. Please use TikTok for the words. Listen, Java. Listen. I mean, I'm Jewish, so I wouldn't be living under an occupation. But I'm just saying, like, I think for me, like if I could live in Israel financially and like
Of course
logistically,
you would.
I,
Because Israelis live a way better life than Palestinians.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like, I would, like, I think, like, and I think there's Gazans too, and I'm not going to speak. I'm just assuming well, I know this for a fact. I'm not even assuming. There's Gazans, even though there's war and horrible things going on in Gaza, that don't want to leave Gaza, and there's
Of
people
course not. Of
that don't
course
want to
not.
leave
Why
the
would
West
why would
Bank.
they want to leave
I
their
mean,
hometown?
well, but that's the thing. I think there's people who like like people say like the land is their blood, like the land, like it's their homeland, like even though life is really tough there, like they would do anything to be in their homeland. Like I know a Palestinian girl who travels to Israel Palestine, like as much as she can. She travels like 3 or 4 times a year because she wants so badly to be in her homeland. Like, and I get
I
that.
would love to be my homeland as well, but I would love to see my people not suffering and not being occupied. I'd love to see a free Palestine. I'm sorry to say
Jana, you
that.
know that's not going to happen until the Palestinians accept living in only part of the land, and they would have free access to the right of the land, to the rest of the land, if there was peace and there wasn't
We
two
both know
Palestinian
that's not
people.
true. We both know that's not true.
No,
Like, I'm
Jana,
so sorry.
that actually is true. That actually
No,
is
it's
true.
not. No, it's not. Because if
Jana, can I
Israel
please talk for a
really
second?
just wanted that, then
Jana, I
why
have
is
to
okay?
speak up. Jana,
Why is Syria? Why is Syria being attacked right now from?
Jana,
Sorry, from Israel. Why is Lebanon? Why is
Jana,
Lebanon being
Jana,
attacked after
Jana,
everything else?
Jana, can I
They
please say
just want
something?
more land. They just want
Jana,
more land. Like, let's be fully
Jana,
for real right now, because
Jana,
obviously,
Jana, quiet for a second. Listen, first of all,
okay.
they
My name
don't
is
want
Yara, not Jera.
Jara. Jara.
Yara. You spell it. Say it,
I'm not
Yara.
going to pronounce it correctly. Just forget it. What? I'm
Okay, but
going to
then
call
don't
you.
say
I'm
my
going to
name
call you
wrong. I don't like
watermelon.
it.
Watermelon. I don't pronounce anybody's name right. Okay. Listen, they
Okay.
didn't want land in Lebanon. That's ridiculous. They just wanted H group in Lebanon to leave them alone. They didn't want any land in Lebanon.
Give
You
it a
know what?
year. Give it a year or two, and you're gonna
Will
literally be
you
like, "Oh, Yara
please
was right."
let me finish a sentence?
Okay.
Okay. They don't want Syria. They just want the Syrians to leave them alone. Okay? And as for the West Bank and Gaza, there are people in the Israeli government that do want to annex the West Bank and resettle Gaza. And I hate to break it to you, but for all those Muslims and Palestinians and pro-Palestinians and
Palestinians are
Arabs,
not just Muslims. I
can
have
I
so many
please
Christian friends
finish
that
my
are Muslims.
sentence? And then you will hear the point I'm getting to without interrupting me. Otherwise, I'm going to remove you. That
Okay.
voted for Trump This is what you're going to get from voting for Trump. You're going to get an administration that's not going to stand in the way of a West Bank annexation, which I'm against, by the way, or a Gaza resettling, or anything like that. So, if Israel is actually going to seriously do that, because the Trump administration is in power, they're not probably going to stand in the way of that. So, that's what your Trump vote got. I didn't vote for Trump,
I
by the way.
didn't vote for Trump. I don't even live in the
No,
US.
I'm talking to the comment section. So I'm just pointing out that that's what the Trump administration got you, all those people who voted for Trump on the pro-Palestinian side, who was just like, oh, he'll stop the wars in the Middle East. Okay. Listen, wars might end, but you're going to get a lot of trouble, like after those wars, which the wars might have ended anyways. So, yeah. So anyways, the point is that, listen, I think that, and I've heard it from Palestinians in Hebron, they said if there was a two-state solution where the Palestinians lived peacefully side by side with the Israelis, and that would have to be the Palestinians giving up the dream of all the land, where they would not try to take the rest of the land from their state, that there would be access to the rest of the land. They couldn't live in the rest of the land, but they could go visit. They could go stay for a couple of days. They could go travel. They could get from point A to point B to point C to point D. That would be what would happen as long as there wasn't the threat of T attacks or the threat of violence. That would be what would happen. And that would be amazing for both peoples, because then also the Jews, the Israelis, could go to the Palestinian areas. That would be amazing. Amazing. Because you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of Israelis. I know there's a lot of Israelis that would love to go to some of the Palestinian areas. So that's the thing. Like, that would be amazing for everybody. But the thing is, the Palestinians have to give up their dream of river to the sea. That dream has to die. Also, the Israelis that have the dream of river to the sea, the minority of them, that dream has to die as well. Everybody has to stop river to the sea. That has to go to bed.
Okay, that's your opinion. I'm
That's
not
the only way to peace. Otherwise, peace is
that
never going to
that's
happen.
not but that I mean honestly, let's be fully honest right now. We all know in this section everything. If Israel didn't have all the power it had from all the different countries supporting them, I want to talk. I don't want to be biased, obviously, but it's kind of hard.
Everybody's biased in this situation. Everybody's biased.
But like, I'm just gonna be honest. Of course, it's, as you said, I agree with one point that you said, that even if the war did end, it's not good. It still doesn't mean that there's gonna be peace, and it still doesn't mean that it's gonna be a good time. I agree. I personally, for right now, I just pray that the people in Gaza have at least one peaceful night. The war has been I mean, it's not even a war in my opinion, because a war is when two sides are
It's definitely a
equally
war.
as supported,
Definitely
and
war.
equally
It
as
doesn't. Listen,
rights. But it's
war.
not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that.
War doesn't mean equal sides. That's not the
To
definition of
me,
war.
that's my way
That's
of
your definition of war. We'll
that's
never
my
get
definition of a
war.
war, because a war is from two sides,
We
and for us, it's been and if
never
you want to call it a war, then it's been an ongoing war.
Never in the history of wars have both sides been equal. It's just
Oh,
not
yeah,
true.
okay, but like okay, yes. But for me, if you call this a war, then the war has been going on since 1948. Then this is the war, I guess. It's been going on for years, so it's not only been going on since what happened in Gaza. It's been going on for years, and I don't know how I would feel, how you would feel if suddenly, I don't know, someone came to America and every year America gets less and less and less, and in the end there's only Texas left. I don't think that
What you're saying, listen,
I don't know how you Americans would
You have to
react
be
to
quiet for
that.
a second and let somebody else talk. Jara, the
I mean,
thing
I
is,
can leave the live. I don't mind leaving the live, but I'm just stating my opinion, and you're not letting me finish my
Jara,
sentence.
you have to let the host talk once in a while. Jara, the thing is, the Palestinians haven't lost any land.
We
Like,
have what?
Jara, I'm talking. I'm talking. The thing is, the Palestinians, they actually gained Gaza. Okay? West Bank hasn't.
Okay.
Jara, I'm not done. You can
Okay.
make your point once I'm done. The West Bank hasn't been annexed, right? Okay. When the Oslo Accords happened, they gained military and civil control over Area A, and they continue to gain civil control over Area B. Okay, so what land have they lost in the last 20 years? Like I said, they've or the 30 years. They haven't they like I said, they gained Gaza. So what have they
All
lost?
of Israel was Palestine before.
Hold on. Jara, there was a Palestinian state prior to
Yeah, it was
1948.
Palestine before.
No,
The
Jara,
Jews.
Jara, Jara, Jara. It was not. It was
It
not a
was Palestine
Jara,
before.
Jara.
I
It
have
was not
family living
Jara,
there. My family was in
Jara.
the
It was
Nakba. I
not
had
a
a family. Okay.
Palestinian Jara. It was not a Palestinian state prior to 1948. The British were in charge. It was not a Palestinian state. The Palestinians were not in charge. Either you don't know your history, or you're just sitting here gaslighting me.
Okay, but
It's
I'm
not.
sorry, but was there an Israel before 1948? If you wanna
It
speak like
was
that, no, there wasn't. So
Jara,
this is my whole
Jara,
point. I'm not saying
Jara.
anything other than that.
Chart. It was the British Mandate before 1948. It was the
Okay,
Ottoman Empire before 1948. It was the Byzantines before 1948, and a bunch
okay,
of other people who were like temporarily there. And then before that, it was the Kingdom of Israel and the Kingdom of Judea. It was not the Palestinian state or the Palestinian country, and the Palestinians did not have sovereignty. The Palestinians never were in charge, and they aren't in charge now.
okay,
That's just reality.
okay. If you say so.
Just
I
because it
like
was called,
it's
just
hard to
just
communicate
because
with you because you're not even
Well,
letting me finish my sentence.
Jara. Just because the region was called Palestine by the Greeks and the Romans, not the Arabs, by the way.
Okay,
Greeks.
okay.
Jara,
Who's
I'm not talking over you anymore.
you
I'm sorry. I'm
sound
not.
so
I'm not.
racist.
I'm tired of fucking talking over this girl. Just because the region was called Palestine by the Greeks and the Romans, the Greeks and the Romans didn't name a state that. They named the region that because they didn't like the Jews. They named the region that, right? Doesn't mean the Palestinians magically got a state because the region was called that. Yeah, I'm a little mad because I'm tired of talking over her. That's the reality. It was a region.